Hi, welcome to Karma Yogini. We're on to day 3 of our self-love series. We'll be focusing on self-care. So today is all about treating yourself to something that feels good. So go ahead, find a comfy seat on the mat. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on a chair if you'd like, grab a cushion, whatever you need. And to begin, we're going to start with a foot massage. So you're going to take one foot in front of the other. And using your thumbs, you're just going to start to press into the foot all the way up towards the toes and walking back down. Just one thumb pushing in at a time. You'll walk all along the foot, so along the arch, over to the other side, down to the heel. And wherever you feel that it's sore, especially in the arch for me, just stay there a bit longer. So when's the last time you touched your own feet? And then walk the thumbs all the way up to the toes. And we're just going to pull gently on each toe, so one toe at a time. And then we'll make circles with each toe. So first in one direction, about 3 times, and then switching in the other direction. So our feet are the foundation of our body. So if we have any feet problems, then that affects the whole structure of our body. So it's really nice if you can take some time each day, give them some attention. I used to do a foot massage every night before bed. It's incredibly relaxing. And when you finish your circles, you're going to take the fingers of one hand, and you're going to interlace them with the toes. So they might go all the way down, but they might not as well, and that's okay. Just work them in as much as you can. And then you pick up the foot, and then you wiggle them forwards and backwards. So from having our feet in shoes all day, it gets very tight between the toes. So this is a great way to counteract that. And then you can make some circles in the other direction. And then release the fingers. And we'll hold on above the ankle and then hold on to the foot, and then we'll make some circles. So see if you can allow your foot to be completely relaxed and just let the hand do all the work. And change directions. And then release and switch to the other foot. So any position that's comfortable for you. Then walking the thumbs up and down the foot and taking time in those sore spots. Eventually walking all the way up to the toes and pulling on each toe. And then 3 circles in each direction. When you finish your circles, interlace the fingers with the toes. See if you can wiggle them in there. And movements forward and back. And around in a circle. In the other direction. Then hold on to the foot and the ankle and do some circles. See if you can really relax the foot. Let the hand do all the work. And then release. Find that tall seat. Let's set our intention now. You can choose any intention that works for you. Perhaps it's, I deserve this time. I am in the present moment. I am worthy of self-love. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And we'll begin with some more stretches. So today, we're going to do more of a yin style of yoga, so holding some stretches for longer periods of time. And the first one is butterfly. So you take the soles of the feet together, and you can play with how far away the feet are, so they could be very close, or they could have more space. And then bring the hands to the ankles. Find a tall spine. Begin to lean forward. For now, keeping the spine straight. And if you're very flexible, you can think of sending the elbows towards the knees. That will help to press them open even more. Connecting with our breath, as we do in each class. And then go ahead and fold forward, allowing the head to hang heavy. You could even find a gentle sway with the head and the upper body. See if you can find a smooth and steady breath that goes deep into the body. And rolling up slowly back to that tall seated position. We'll extend one leg out to the side, bring the other foot in towards the inner thigh. We'll flex those toes for the extended leg so they point up straight towards the sky or the ceiling. An option here to have the knee bent as well. Then we'll start to walk the hands forward again. You'll notice that you'll feel the stretch even more in the side of the leg that's extended, right in the inner thigh. Maybe even into your lower back as well. And so you can walk as far forward as you can, maybe coming down onto the elbows. And as we hold these stretches for longer periods of time, you may notice that the mind wants to wander, get attached to all these stories. Just bring it back to the sensations within the body, bring it back to the breath. Really give yourself this gift, taking this time for you. And the longer you hold the stretch, the more you may see that you can relax deeper into it, maybe walking the hands further forward. And then come back up so that you're on your hands. And then walk the hands over towards that extended leg. So we're coming into a bit of a twist so that the torso is over the leg. We're still hinging forward. So now you might be feeling it running up through the back and further into that hamstring beneath the thigh. And since you're treating yourself today, many options. So again, the knee can be bent. You can have the spine straight, or you could even just round forward. When the back rounds, you feel it more in the back, but if that's what you want to feel today, go for it. It's coming back upright. We're going to switch legs so that we're doing the other side this time. So finding our tall spine and then beginning to walk forward. Remember, each side is different, so one might be tighter or more flexible than the other. Seeing if you can relax further into the stretch. You may notice a voice in your head that says, go deeper, but just listen to what feels good. No competition. If you went all the way to your elbows, coming up onto the hands, And walking the hands over that extended leg. And then coming back up to center. Okay, just had to move out of the sun there. We're going to have the right leg in front, so the shin will be parallel with the front edge of the mat, and then the left leg will be bent at the side. And the further back you have that left leg, the deeper the stretch will be. So you find one that's somewhat comfortable. And we're going to take that left hip and we're going to raise it up and down. So you'll feel the stretch moving within the hip joints, and you'll notice where there's tension and where there's more ease. So we'll think of this move I call more of a hip cleaner. We're going to get through all that tension that built up. And the next time the hip comes down, leave it there. And we'll start to do circles with the upper body. So you can leave the hand there or put it to the side wherever you want. And you can make those circles as big or as small as you like. And then change the direction. And then make the circles smaller, coming back to center. And we'll switch to the other side. So one leg in front, the other to the side, adjusting the placement of the knee. And then the hip rises up and down. So a simple move, but it can feel really good. And the next time the hip comes down, we'll leave it there and start to do our circles. And change the direction. And making the circles smaller, coming back to center. And we'll come onto our hands and knees now. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then inhale the spine forward, the chest forward, and exhale round. And continue with that movement, flowing through cow and cats. And then come back to that neutral position. We're going to take that left leg. We're going to plant the left foot between the hands. And if you'd like, you can stay here. If you'd like to go deeper into a thigh stretch, then you can walk the foot forward and lean into it more. So we want to feel the stretch in the front of that right thigh. And you can be up on the fingertips, and you're welcome to stay here, or you can walk the left foot out towards the edge of the mat and bring the left hand in, coming into a dragon pose. And again, even though we're holding the pose, don't hold the breath. And walk that left foot back in. Place that foot back next to the other knee. And we'll set up for the other side. So stepping the right leg forward, and then walking that foot forward if you'd like. Getting deeper into the pose. And you can stay here, or walk that foot out and bring the right hand in. And walk the right foot back into center. Step it back. You're going to set up for a child's pose. So you're going to have the knees together. We're going to take the hands, we're going to place them on the belly, so beneath the ribs. And then you're going to fold forward on top of them and come into a child's pose. So if you can, just allow the forehead to rest on the earth. Or maybe you need to grab a cushion or a pillow and you can place it beneath the head. And then find a nice belly breath. And feel it massaging the belly. It's a great pose for digestion. And take one more deep breath. And when you're ready, rolling out of the pose back to seated. We'll have a seat on our butt. And we're going to roll down onto our backs. Once you're lying down on your back, we'll draw the right knee in towards the right armpit. Then find your belly breath, and as you inhale, you feel it press against the thigh. When you exhale, maybe you can draw that knee in a little closer. One more inhalation. When you next exhale, we'll take the right hand out to the side. We'll draw that knee across the body, coming into a twist. So maybe the leg goes far over the body, maybe not, but we want to keep the right shoulder glued to the mat. The gaze can stay upright or it can look over the right shoulder. When you're ready, bring the knee back into the chest and then extending it out long. And drawing in the left knee, bring it in towards the left armpits, connecting with our belly breath. Inhaling one more time. And as you exhale, open the left arm to the side and draw the knee across the body, finding your twist. And the gaze staying straight ahead or looking over the left shoulder. And slowly coming back to center, hugging the knee in, and then extending it long along the mat. Settling in for Shavasana, you can tuck the shoulder blades under the body. Allow the feet to flop outwards. And tucking the chin slightly, keeping the length in the back of the neck. Bring your attention towards the heart center. Imagine a white light glowing within the heart. You're going to breathe into this light. And every time you inhale, the light grows a little bigger. Until it's filling the chest. And it continues to grow. Up into the shoulders, down into the belly. Giving so much of our attention to this light that eventually it covers the entire body. Feel yourself within this cocoon of healing and loving lights. I invite you to stay here longer. Or if you're ready, find some movement in the fingers and toes. Send the arms up overhead for a full body stretch. And then bend the knees and hug them in. And then rolling over onto one side. And making our way to a seated position. Once there, closing the eyes. And take a moment to give thanks to yourself for taking this time out of your day just for you. And bring the palms of the hands together up to the third eye. Asking for clarity of mind. And look down to the lips. May we speak kind words. And the hearts. May we always be open to love. Namaste.